Hi students, welcome to class. Dr. Kelley here. I wanted to give a brief video kind of as a welcome. Hello, glad you're all here. But also I know it can be a little overwhelming at the beginning of the semester, especially since you're probably taking more than one class. So I kind of wanted to give you a little orientation. The first is how my particular course is set up. It's set up according to the calendar that is in my course syllabus. So what you want to do first off is to go through the policies in the course syllabus. I know that's a little boring, but we do have a syllabus quiz later on in the week. It's important. There's a reason for it. Because there's a couple of course policies that are really going to be beneficial to you, and you need to know what's going on in my class. Also, you need to know kind of how your course is going to be set up because it's going to be different than other courses probably. Your materials are set up week to week and they correspond to that course calendar. Okay, so week 1, all the materials, the lessons, the handouts, if there's videos, if there's a discussion board, if there's a writing assignment, which most likely there always will be, all of that will be in that weekly module. You don't have to go to any other place. So all the course materials are corresponding to the calendar in the syllabus. All the materials are there. Course policies. I'm not going to go through each and every one, but there's a couple of ones that's going to be really important to you. The first one, assignment reviews. Now, I don't know any other professor who actually does this. So what happens is for each and every one of your assignments, I will review them and give you feedback before they're submitted for grading. Now, this is optional to you. You do not have to do this if you don't want to, and there's a catch to it. You have to email me that assignment at least 48 hours before the due date and time. So that means you kind of have to hustle. And even if you don't complete it, you can send whatever you have to me. But the reason you have to send it kind of in advance is because, as you can imagine, a lot of students take advantage of the assignment reviews because it really does set you up to succeed. So keep that in mind. For that reason, there is no extra credit. So keep that in mind. There are no late assignments unless there is something catastrophic and it's a documented excuse. And the reason there aren't any late assignments, generally speaking, is because once a student gets more than, say, a week behind, I've been doing this a while, and students typically just can't catch up. So it's really important to do your very, very best, even if, you don't necessarily, you're not going to get an A on that assignment, just to try to do your best to stay caught up. Plagiarism, that's another big one. We're going to go through plagiarism in detail in this class, but the deal is you got to be really careful not to plagiarize. And again, we're going to go through this, but plagiarism is a big deal. And once a student plagiarizes, there's not a lot of that I can do to help you, okay? And plagiarism, you'll look at the plagiarism policy. It's a big, big penalty, and it is a very serious offense. How I've got this course set up, I know some of you are nervous, okay, but what I want you to think about is this is a 16-week course. For about the first third of the class, we are going to be focusing on smaller assignments, tools, I guess you could say, that are going to push you into your larger, bigger writing projects and your academic research essay. Okay, so we're taking bigger assignments in the first third of the semester. We're going to work on tools that are going to help you push through and to those larger assignments. So this is not going to be your typical essay that you would, or your typical class that you would find in a traditional setting. That's for a reason. Okay, so we're going to look at skills that are going to be building upon one another week to week. I do have some quizzes for you. They're short. They're 10-question quizzes. We don't have them every week. So I don't want you to panic. Students tend to panic over quizzes, okay? When you're reviewing the syllabus, you will see that the quizzes do not count much for my class, okay? I think we might have 6 or 7 quizzes total. Again, 10 questions, multiple choice, true and false. But total, those quizzes count for 5% of your course grade, okay? I almost didn't put in quizzes, but quite frankly, you really do need to understand this material in order to be able to write your larger assignments. So those are there. Okay, but the first third of our semester, we're working on smaller assignments that are building up. Okay, once we get past the first third of our class, we're going to work on our larger writing projects. Okay, and so once we get there, I want you to think about these larger writing projects, not necessarily essays, okay? But these writing projects are going to then build on one another, okay? And ultimately, they're going to end with an academic research essay. Okay, but you're not going to be writing separate and different kinds of essays. Not in this class, not under these circumstances, not at this time. Okay, but rather your larger writing projects are going to start a proposal, an annotated bibliography, an essay draft, a revised essay, if that makes any sense, okay? So I'm not just going to leave you out cold turkey and have you writing all these different large essays. That's not going to be the case. I hope I'm easing your mind and helping instead of hurting at this point. Fingers crossed. Okay, so communicating with me very quickly. I've given you the information on the syllabus. Email me, okay? That's the best way to communicate with me. I have an office phone. It's not my cell phone. I can't give out my cell phone number, sorry. I will answer my emails. I'll check my emails multiple times a day. I will answer you within 24 hours, most of the time much sooner. But just know that when you communicate with me, make sure you give me your first and last name, class, and section. I'm teaching multiple classes, all different kinds of classes, all different kinds of students, and unfortunately, I've got a couple hundred of you I've got a lot of students, and I can't remember everybody. I'm sorry. So make it easy for me. Tell me who you are. Please don't get upset if my answers are really short and to the point. I'm not irritated. I'm not mad. I'm just trying to answer you in the quickest, most efficient way possible and the easiest way in which you can understand me, okay? And please know, I have to answer over 300 emails a day, and I want to get to each and every one of my students and to answer your questions, and I'm going to do it in the most efficient way possible, okay? So please know I'm not irritated. I'm not mad at you. Come to me with your questions, okay? But just don't be offended if my answers are just really quick and short, okay? Please come to me for help, of course, but also you've got to do your due diligence. You have to go through these materials, okay? Take some notes. Make sure you understand the materials the best way that you can and in your own way. You can't just email me and say, Dr. Kelley, I don't understand what the essay proposal is. And the first thing I'm going to say, I said, okay, what do your notes say? What do you understand about it? Well, I don't know. I just don't understand anything. I'm sorry, that's not going to fly with me. You're going to have. I know that you can understand something about it. You see what I'm saying? You've got to do your own due diligence and try. All right, and then because if you don't, then we don't have anywhere to go. We don't have a starting point. All right. So hopefully that helps. Thank you so much for choosing me and choosing my class and choosing me To be your professor, I went dark. To be your professor, thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to having you in my class. Please do not panic. You're going to do fine. Follow the calendar day to day as best you can. I've set it up for you so you can stay on track. It is a guide, okay? It's there for you so you can stay on track. Do the best you can. You have to meet the assignment deadlines, okay? If you're overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Do the best you can, all right? But don't look at the week and freak out. Go day to day, hour to hour, moment to moment. I know you can do this. We've got this, okay? Come to me with questions again, and you guys have a beautiful and blessed day.